Hey guys, Adam here. Welcome to another On the Couch, and I'm sorry if this is late, but I'm going to review the first two episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2. Like I said, this is late, mostly because I've been busy. I'm actually still busy with schoolwork, and I'm just doing this because I want to take a break and I'm a little tired. Yeah, I just noticed I look a little shorter because I'm not even gonna bother lowering tilting the camera down to my level or anything like that. But yeah, I want to go ahead and just talk about the first episodes 1 and 2 of season 2 of S.H.I.E.L.D. Alright, so in my last review, I said that the first half of the season was mediocre at best, but it got really good by the second half of that season. It's safe to say they have definitely learned from their mistakes. As of right now, Marvel and the showrunners, Jed Whedon and I'm not even gonna pronounce the other showrunner's name, so I'll just put her name on when I edit this. They've learned from their mistakes. They've definitely, and while yes, I did say there was obviously a plan, there was still room for improvement on that show still. They definitely improved a lot on this, a lot on the first two episodes, because this time around, S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm gonna go a little bit in spoiler, although I've already said it in the last video. S.H.I.E.L.D. is gone. S.H.I.E.L.D. is completely and utterly gone, or at least S.H.I.E.L.D. as a worldwide organization, giant organization. This time it's much more underground. This time it's a shadow agency. They even say it's a bit of a shadow agency. Hell, the first episode is called Shadow. And that's what you're getting from this. This is definitely what I always pictured Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in being, which is about spies. It's not just, oh yeah, the special espionage organization that just happens to work with the Avengers. No, this is a spy agency, and they're doing that. They're making sure we know that these guys are spies. They will do whatever it takes to get the job done as spies. And you feel you're watching a spy show. This is definitely this is definitely different from very, very different from last season, which felt more like it was a sequel series to the Avengers, where it was a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. No, the style, the tone, everything is different in this. It's so much different from the last season, and it's a welcome change. It really is. There's a lot of change in this, but it actually feels kind of natural. It feels, because it takes place the plot is it takes place months after the events of last season. Coulson has become the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. They were able to get a hold of whatever's left of S.H.I.E.L.D., just a select few. They've even actually hired a group of mercenaries led by Lucy Lawless, and which is cool. Seeing Lucy Lawless in something is really cool. I've never really watched the Spartacus series, but I heard she's really good in it. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen Lucy Lawless in something. And it's just really nice to see her come back to television, especially something like this. But yeah, Coulson is director of S.H.I.E.L.D. gotten a tight knit group of people. He's got his original team together. And he's also got Lucy Lawless's mercenary group. He's also got a couple of other new people, and Patton Oswalt's in it too. That was one thing I never mentioned in the last video. Patton Oswalt was in the show, guest starring as a character named Keening. And what's funny is there's more than one Patton Oswalt in this series, but you don't. And there's a running gag. It's like, oh, how can there be more than one? Are there twin brothers? Are there clones? There's fan theories about Patton Oswalt's character, and it's really good. And he's really good in this. He's a lot of fun to watch in this series, and he's a recurring character. And like I said, they're trying to hunt down what's left of Hydra as well, because Hydra is still a threat, and I like that. I like the fact that Hydra is still a major threat in this. That Hydra is not going away. Hydra, they even said, like, cut off one head, two more will grow in its place, and that's true. That is very true. And like I said, it's a lot darker. So yeah, Coulson is using the team to hunt down what's left of Hydra, and to finally shut it down, while also evading the government, who are hunting S.H.I.E.L.D. down, because at this point they believe S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra are one and the same, because Hydra infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's understandable. Another character I'd never mentioned, or a couple of other characters I never mentioned. Actually, I'll get into those characters as soon as I get into the main cast. Let me go ahead and get into the main cast first. Sorry, it's been a while since it's actually been over a week, like 2 weeks since I last watched the first episode of season 2, so you'll have to bear with me on this. Alright, so Agent Coulson is a little different. He still cracks his little one-liners, but he's taken a much bigger responsibility than just being the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent team leader. He's the director. He's the head honcho of this. He's in charge of everything, and so he's got to do things differently now, and which is really, really, really good. I like the fact that he's different in this. He's basically going, I will do whatever it takes to get the mission done, which is good. And he's willing to go to great lengths to get the mission done. Even if it's something he doesn't like, he'll have to do it, and that's really good. Melinda May, about the same. She's slightly different, but not by much. Skye is a vast improvement from last season. She's now a full-fledged S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. She's much more badass in this, and she's definitely a lot more serious in terms of her character, because she's now a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. She's got to be. She's almost very much like May, except she still cracks her jokes. And she seems to have a bit of a strained relationship with Coulson, because Coulson's being very secretive about things, but they won't reveal that until later. But I'm hoping they explain more about the serum, the alien serum that she and Coulson took, and what will happen, and explain a lot of things. Ward was back for one scene, and he's basically the prisoner. He's the Hannibal Lecter of the series. I swear, what is with Marvel and their love for Hannibal Lecter? I mean, my God, not only do they have Anthony Hopkins in this, but they also had two movies, where they decide to put in where they want Loki to be in a glass cage. And now they got Ward, Agent Ward, doing the same fucking thing. It's hilarious. um, 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 now, whereas I said Fitz and Simmons in the last video was one character, and it still kind of rings true in this one. This time they've become two separate characters. And I don't want to go into spoilers yet, but I do want to say this. Fitz is different this time. Fitz is very much different, and here's why. Last season, he was willing to sacrifice himself to save Simmons, and it ended up injuring him to where his brain was severely damaged to where he's not capable of coming up with things as fast as he used to. And they're really good scenes. If anything, they're the best scenes in the episodes. Is Fitz just struggling, and throughout the entire episode, he's got Simmons there finishing his sentences because he's struggling, and it's really heartbreaking. It's even more heartbreaking when they give you the big reveal. It's just really heartbreaking, and I'm just like, oh my god, they actually went this route. And hopefully there's a positive resolution at the end. All right, so yeah, Fitz. Yeah, definitely Fitz's scenes are hands down the best ones yet. Although it does kind of wear out, almost wear out its welcome in the second episode, but not so much to where you're just like, oh god, just stop. Simmons is still Simmons, but you can tell she's doing her best to help Fitz. But like I said, there's a big reveal at the end of the episode between the two, and I'm still conflicted on whether I should tell you guys or not, because by this point, everyone should have seen this episode. Should have seen these, or at least the people who decided to stay with the show. The people who didn't stay with the show, shame on you, because this is what you were waiting for. This is exactly what you've been wanting. You've been wanting S.H.I.E.L.D, and you got it. You guys have it now. So get off your ass, turn on your TV every Tuesday night at 9, and watch S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, watch it. All right, that was my little tangent about the people that decided to walk out on S.H.I.E.L.D. after just a couple of episodes. Sorry. Next is a character I never mentioned because, like I said, I didn't want to reveal any other characters. First off, I do want to reveal one character I never did. He premiered in the series premiere, and that's God, what's his name? Peter or something. He's played by Gunn from Angel, from the show Angel, and turns out that character is Deathlock, and that was a really good arc. He was a really good character too in season 1. I'm hoping to see him again in season 2, but there's other characters in this show that premiered in season 1 that I never mentioned. The first one is Antoine Triplett. He's a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and he was like the subordinate of Bill Paxton's character. And when he was first introduced, when Bill Paxton was revealed to be the villain, you kind of expected Triplett to be the villain too. You didn't expect Grant Ward to be the Hydra agent, but turns out he was, and Triplett ended up being the good guy because they revealed that his grandfather was a member of the Howling Commandos, which just kind of cements that he is possibly he's a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, which is cool. And he doesn't get as much screen time as I would like, because I thought he was a decent enough character in the last season. He gets enough to be to be enjoyable, and I was really hoping he'd become at this point he would become a series regular instead of just a recurring, because like I said, he's a really good character. He's a good enough character, very enjoyable, very charismatic, and definitely a good replacement for Ward as like the muscle soldier guy. There's another character they introduced named Mac, and he's kind of the mechanic, and he's the mechanic of the group. He's played by who's he? I can't remember who he's played by, but a lot of people were. But I've heard like a lot of people wanted this guy, and I'll have a picture up. A lot of people wanted this guy to be Luke Cage, and even when he premiered, a lot of people thought he was going to be Luke Cage. He's not Luke Cage. Terry Crews is Luke Cage, people. Terry Crews. But yeah, he's all right in the first episode. But he's even better in the second when he starts playing off of Fitz's character, which. Again, it almost starts to wear out. The Fitz's problem almost starts to wear out of his welcome, but it isn't. But it's actually saved by Mac's intervention, and their scenes together. His Fitz and Simmons scenes together are really well done. They are some of the most well-written scenes I have seen on a television show. It really is. But yeah, Mac is a character I am really looking forward to. Next is Lucy Lawless. Again, I won't reveal anything about her, but it's just really nice to see her again, and she's awesome. I love Lucy Lawless, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? Here's if they decide to do like, and if Warner Brothers ever did an adaptation of Kingdom Come, Lucy Lawless as Wonder Woman. Yeah, oh hell yeah. Hell yes. Lucy Lawless as Kingdom Come Wonder Woman would be awesome. Although I do have rules about casting, but I'll do that in my my on the couch redo thingy. Anyway, and also there's one other character named Lance Hunter. I don't know the actor's name. I'll put it in the video. I'll put his name in the video. He's very much another Grant Ward, but unlike him, he's questionable from the beginning, but he doesn't seem to be a straight up villain at the moment. And I'm hoping he's not. I'm hoping he doesn't become just another double agent. I really do, because like it worked with Ward. We don't need to have almost the exact same character, and it turns out he's a villain again. We don't need that a second time. Maybe a couple of seasons later, but not at this moment. Definitely not at this moment. Another character that was introduced last season is Glenn Talbot, played by Adrian Pasdar, and let me tell you, I'm a fan of Adrian Pasdar. I am. He's done some stuff that I really like, especially Heroes. I'm a big Heroes fan. I love that show a lot. Even though the later seasons aren't very good, I'll still watch them. Even season 2, I'll watch that piece of shit season. I own all the seasons anyway, and I'm looking forward to the new one. But enough promoting Heroes. Adrian Pasdar as Glenn Talbot is really well done. When he was first announced, and when he was announced, they showed a picture of him. I thought, that is Glenn Talbot. That is Glenn Talbot from the Incredible Hulk series. That is. And while he's not chasing the Hulk, and here he is very much like General Ross, where he's just hunting down the hero just because he can. they do try to add a little depth to him, where he is a family man, and unlike Ross, where like in the Incredible Hulk movie, where it's very evident he doesn't care as much about his daughter as he does caring about just capturing the Hulk and using his power and harnessing his powers. Here, the one small brief scene where they show Talbot with his family, you can tell he actually cares. You can tell he's very much a man who cares about his family, and he's just really kind of hunting down S.H.I.E.L.D. because he believes it's his duty as an American to hunt down who he believes to be the bad guys. So yeah, and you know what? That's fine. And you know what? That's fine. I actually like him in this. I really do. Yeah, the first episode just opens up very well done, and it ends on a really good cliffhanger, and the episode really gets you sucked into wanting to see the next one. And the next one is even better. The next one is so much better than the first episode. And I've already gone through a couple of things on it. One other character I forgot to mention. Crusher Creel, aka the Absorbing Man, another Incredible Hulk villain. Oh my god, I love this character. This is the superhero. This is the superpower villain we were kind of missing from last season. This one honestly poses a genuine threat. Excuse me. He poses a genuine threat to S.H.I.E.L.D. because he can absorb anything, and he's a fucking monster. This guy's a killer. He really is, and you're just like, but he's definitely not like me absorbing man, me bad. No, he's not like that. He definitely has a character to him. He does. I mean, and I'm hoping more. I'm hoping they flesh him out more in later episodes. Because the guy playing him was, again, one, really good, and playing this character, and two, it's just he's definitely one of those second tier villains you never really would expect in these kinds of big Marvel projects. But you know what? That's the amazing thing about Marvel. They're willing to give you villains you don't really care about, that you wouldn't have cared about, and make them memorable. Make them memorable to an extent. I mean, granted, yes, Marvel doesn't exactly have the best track record of amazing villains in terms with their Marvel Studio movies, but you can at least still remember them no matter what. Like Mandarin, a lot of people hate and think Mandarin's a shit villain in Iron Man 3, but they at least made you remember him. So yeah. Oh god. But yeah, the second episode, stakes are raised in the second episode, because people are dying left and right. Not the main characters, definitely not the main S.H.I.E.L.D. characters aren't dying left and right. But yeah, the scenes are really well done. The action's really well done. You definitely feel a sense of dread and peril in these episodes. Because again, it's a lot darker, but there's still that sense of fun and excitement in each episode, and just so much fun. But it also kind of keeps you guessing a bit with these episodes. You don't know what's going to happen at this point. You really don't. I mean, and I kind of want to say it's and I think we should owe that to Captain America, because at this point you don't even know who's a Hydra agent and who isn't. You don't know. I mean, and that's the coolest thing about S.H.I.E.L.D. Especially the comics. You don't know what S.H.I.E.L.D. always keeps you guessing. And I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about the comics, because you don't know whether they're gonna like cross the line or not. You don't, and that's what's really, and I'm really hoping that's what they're going to do with this show, is that they are going to do questionable things, and and because they're spies, spies have to do questionable things that they normally wouldn't do as a normal human being. But I'm really looking forward to more episodes. And I've already talked enough. And like I said, so yeah, first 2 episodes of season 2, really good. And so I'm gonna go ahead and combine the 2 and give it a score of 9 out of 10. These 2 episodes are excellent. Are an excellent start to a new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I'm hoping more people will come in, watch these episodes, watch this new season, and we can get a 3rd, 4th, 5th season, because I really want more seasons. I will see you guys next time with a new Gotham episode, and hopefully, if I get off my ass, do another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode. Until then, I will be giving you 2 new show reviews as soon as I can, possibly tomorrow. Until then, I'll see you guys next time, and bye.